Don't throw your whole day away. How about you check out this Dang It's video? How was that? Was that a good intro, Drew? Oh, what's that? I haven't seen Drew for like 3 months! Hi everyone, Steve Dangle here with another edition of Steve's Dang It's, where we look through the biggest bloopers in NHL history, and this is one I have genuinely never seen before. Like, maybe in video games, but those are video games. They're digital. They have glitches. Like, throwing the puck into your own net? No one would ever do that in a real game. Except someone did do that in an actual NHL game, a Stanley Cup playoff game, and that person is the current general manager of the Montreal Canadiens, Marc Bergevin. That's right, Marc Bergevin was once an NHL player, but it was a long time ago, so you might not remember. For some of you, that's Steve Yzerman, and it makes me grow liver spots and oh, my back! But Marc Bergevin did have an NHL playing career, and it's no joke. He had a 20-year NHL career beginning in 1984 and going all the way to 2004, 1,191 games with 9 different NHL teams. On top of all that, he also played 80 playoff games. He played nearly a full regular season's worth of playoff games. Unfortunately for him, one of those playoff games was rather infamous. And it involves him scoring a goal, which is something he did very rarely as sort of a rugged defenseman. 1,191 career NHL games played, 36 goals. 80 career playoff games, 3 goals. But this one is not included in that total. During the 1999-2000 season, the St. Louis Blues were the best team in the National Hockey League. The best, bar none. They had a record of 51-19-11-1. They had 114 points, which led the NHL by 6 points over the second best team. Their 248 goals for was the third best total in the NHL. Their 165 against, the best. They had the best goal differential in the NHL with plus 83. The next closest team was 68. Unfortunately, they only had the 6th best home record in the NHL, but they had the best road record with a record of 27-10-4. The next closest team had 22 wins. This is what you have to understand about the St. Louis Blues. There was an easy narrative with, the Blues versus the Bruins in the Stanley Cup final because the Blues lost to the Bruins a bunch of times when they first got into the NHL. And because the Blues, they didn't win the cup back then, they must be sore about that. Dude, they were close other times, and the outcome of this season in particular is torture. Here's an answer to a trivia question. Who was the last NHL defenseman to win the Hart Trophy? Chris Pronger, that season in 2000. So they go into the 2000 Stanley Cup playoffs as the league's best team, and they are taking on the 8th seed San Jose Sharks. The Sharks only made the playoffs with 87 points. They had a record of 35-30-10-7. They didn't even win half their games. Actually, on second thought, only 10 teams did. Ties were weird. Anyway, the series was supposed to be a joke. Game 1 begins, and Dave Lowry scores for the San Jose Sharks just 46 seconds in. The Blues would end up roaring back. They won Game 1 5-3 in St. Louis, but little tug of the collar there at the beginning. Next game, right about at the halfway mark of the first period, Marty Reisner scores to put the Blues up 1-0, just the way it should be. But nearing the end of the first, the St. Louis Blues get themselves into a little bit of penalty trouble. Al MacInnis with a double minor for high sticking. And on that ensuing penalty kill, this happens.
But that pass was blocked and it leads to the Sharks coming back the other way. Suter into the zone. Centering pass, gloved out of midair by Bergevin. How long did he have that puck in his glove? Now the puck's in the net! The puck is in the net!
I think Marc Bergevin may have thrown that puck into his own goal.
Now the goal light went on, folks, but no official made any indication of anything. I was wondering how long he had his glove around the puck.
It looked like Marc Bergevin was trying to catch the puck. I'm not sure if he touched it or not. Let's see if we can pick it up. Roman Turek, puck just kind of crosses in front.
Oh my goodness, that's easily in the net. But the question is, how did it get there? There's Bergevin. That's where I thought he had it. Oh, he did.
He did. He threw it right in his own goal.
He threw it in his own net.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's bad enough as a defenseman when you close your hand on the puck. In that situation, you can be guilty of getting a 2-minute minor penalty, but boy, he tosses it right into his own net. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Wow.
What? just happened. Suter comes in for the Sharks, specifically Gary Suter, you have to specify, there's a lot of them. He comes in for the San Jose Sharks, and he whips a pass through the air across the ice to a streaking Mike Ricci. But Marc Bergevin says, oh no you don't, not on my watch, and grabs the puck out of midair, which you're kinda not supposed to do, and he realized that very quickly and threw it away. However, it would appear that did he just throw the puck into his own net? Look at, even the Sharks can't believe it. They're like, look at what I found. Even his own goaltender, Roman Turek, has no idea what happened. Also, just have to point this out because I can't focus on anything. Roman Turek caught right-handed. That guy played in 67 games that season, had a .912 save percentage. How many starting goaltenders in the NHL do you see catch right? Wait a second, which hand did Bergevin catch the puck in? Oh, Mark. You can't blame him. He was just copying his goalie. You know, I got a docu marks for scoring on your own team, but an A for initiative. So the puck goes in. Gary Suter is credited with a power play goal, and the game goes to intermission, tied 1-1, and oh, to be a fly on the wall in the Blues dressing room for that one. Brian Marchment puts the Sharks up on top in the second period. Stefan Ricci ties it, but Mike Ricci eventually gets the power play goal that he should have got in the first place, and the San Jose Sharks take game 2. And you know something? They took game 3 as well. Owen Nolan with a pair of goals. And the Sharks won game 4. So now the President's Trophy winning St. Louis Blues have to fight and claw just to get this series to 7, which they do with 2 convincing victories, only to fall 3-1 in the 7th and deciding game. You're the best regular season team in the NHL and you have the league MVP, and you drop out in the first round? That is a bigger dang it than an accidental own goal. No, that's an enormous stretch. I'm not gonna be one of those YouTubers. No, that's ridiculous. Stop it. But it was kind of funny, and it was a dang it. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Let us know what you thought. Leave a comment in the comment box down below. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends not to throw the puck, not just into your own net, like at all. That's not what you're supposed to do. That's not how sport works. God, I want to play hockey right now. I know I'm bad at it, but, you know.